Bitcoin, what's going on? I've been away for more than a week. I was a little bit sick, even my voice is not recovering well. But I thought we'll do a Bitcoin video more focusing on the long term for many reasons. First, the short time frames are a little bit range bound and not a lot of things happening. It's still good for day trading. We will go back to these videos on day trading and levels. By next week, we will share more of these short videos I was sharing before. For now, I would like to go through the high time frame, specifically because I noticed something happening in the past 2 months. Whenever Bitcoin price dropped below 36, a lot of people start panic selling, and many asking me, should we buy here, or it's going lower, or should we sell? Same thing happens whenever the price break 41, 42, everyone is becoming bullish. Oh my God, I'm gonna miss the move, and just start buying the highs, buying the resistance. And even if you open the sentiment, the YouTube, the Twitter, whenever the price drop under 35, 36, everyone start talking a lot. Not everyone start talking about 10K, 11K, 13K. And when the price is breaking 42 to the upside, everyone talking about 100K. This is it. Bitcoin is breaking out. This is it. Bitcoin is breaking out. Well, what Bitcoin was doing simply was going up to resistance, going down to support. Going up to resistance, going down to support. We look at this local at the end because if you notice, price is consolidating more and more tight. I'll look at this at the end. But first, I want to go through the high time frame and point out a couple of main basic things for everyone watching this video. You have to identify what you are. Let's say you are a long-term investor believing in Bitcoin. I go to the monthly chart. I put log scale. So log scale just to remove this volatility. What do we see here? Each candle is 1 month. And what we see here is a clear, nice uptrend. It's a strong uptrend. And I want to ask this question. If you bought Bitcoin in 2015 at $250, or you bought Bitcoin in 2018 here at, let's say, $6,000, or you bought at 9,000. Back in the time, the price dropped heavily after this. But what happened after that? The price went up. So if you're a long-term investor, you have to treat this as a long-term investment. Does it make a difference if you bought at the 10K or the 8K or even the 5K? Back then, it made difference. Let's say you bought here at 8K. Back then, it made difference because the price dropped 60%. True. But if we take 2 years after that, less than 2 years, the price went up 600%. So if you're a long-term investor on Bitcoin, you should not look at the 4 hours chart or even the daily chart and get chopped in this. So if you're a long-term investor believing and you bought, let's say, 37, and then you see this drop and you're like, oh my God, it's going down to 20K, I will sell my 37 position, I'll buy lower. Yes, it might do that, but at the same time, it might just flip from here and go up. So treat the chart with what's your strategy. If you're a long-term investor, you should not look at the low time frame. Look at the weekly, look at the monthly. So if you're at the weekly, many people were excited here for the 100K and they were buying the 60K level and they are massively down. On my personal long-term strategy, I like to buy when it is good value. For me, 35 was a good value. 29 will be good value. 23 will be a good value. Even if I get a 12K Bitcoin, I'll be so happy because I'm thinking years to come, this will reach 100 to 100K. So if I get the chance to buy at 13 or 18, I'll be happy to do. So just think of the time scale and of what you are trading and what you're investing. This is a just general point. So what's happening here on the chart? I want to look at what's happening. So let's look at what happened 2 years ago. 2018, the price 17, the price reached all-time high, consolidated for around 1,100 days, around 2.5 years consolidation. So yes, on the high time frame, it's a massive uptrend, but it doesn't mean that the price can't stay consolidate for years. The price can simply consolidate here, for 1 year, 2 years, and then break out. So we have to be patient, especially if you're a long-term investor. So the price broke all-time high back in December 2020, which is almost 2 years and a couple of months. Came up, consolidated for a couple of weeks, and then broke up, and this was a distribution zone. Price went down, consolidated at the lows. This is accumulation zone. Then the price went up. On kind of this move up was on a low volume. If I put the volume here, you notice the volume on accumulation was strong, and in the breakout was strong, and then here the volume died, and is still dying since then. So all this run was really on a low volume. But at the end of the day, the price managed to make a new all-time high and then rejected again. And since then, the price is in a kind of a channel. We'll discuss this. So that was the all-time high. I'm highlighting it here because it's an important level, and the price has been consolidating now in this very high time frame range. If we look at this range, if I take the normal channel, we find the price was around 29.65 back, consolidated at the low of the channel, back up, fake out, under the channel, and now the price is here. At the same time, this channel can be drawn, and that's technical analysis. You can draw it differently. This channel is a upsloping channel where these are the highs. So how you draw this, you simply take a channel, connect these highs with these lows, and you get this channel. So the price is still holding this upsloping channel for now. For now, this is support until proven otherwise. So for high time frame play, this channel is a good place to buy some Bitcoin for the long term. For me personally, even if the price dropped here, I'll be looking for lower. The same thing, I'll be looking to add for my long-term position. Why is that? It's very hard to time the market, but in general, it's good to buy when there's a good risk to reward, when there's a good opportunity. Buying at here, which I know a lot of people were buying the FOMO, buying at 62 and the price dropped, let's say for 23, that's a 61% drop. But buying 34 level and price drop, let's say 29% drop. For a long-term years to come, that's something you can handle. Another important thing, not in technical analysis, is I'll personally like the price to make more people more scared. So I would love, I don't know what will happen here, maybe do this, but I would love the price eventually to go down to these areas, scare people off, remove all what's called the weak hands, flush all the FOMO altcoins, many shitcoins, flush this market, clean this market, and then start again. Same thing happened here on Bitcoin. Back in 2018, I remember this very well. This level, the 6K, everyone was talking about this level will hold, Bitcoin will never go under 6K. And then price dropped, flushed everyone. People were so scared here. People were talking about $1,000 Bitcoin or even going to zero. I remember this very well. In the meantime, Bitcoin was getting accumulated. Bitcoin was getting accumulated here, and then we get the push up. Same thing happened here with the virus drop. Bitcoin price dropped. People were so scared here, especially with the whole sentiment, with the whole market flushing down, stock market, even oil was traded zero. So when there's a lot of fear, when you see this, a lot of fear, when you feel that Bitcoin is going to zero and you want to sell all your Bitcoin, this is where the time you think, oh, okay, this is the time. For me personally, when I feel that I don't want to hold any more Bitcoin, I want to sell all my Bitcoin and I want to move on, This is the time where I think the opportunity is. This is the time where everyone's getting flushed. So let's go back to the chart. This is just thing I would like to see. Has nothing to do with technical analysis. This is just a little bit more blood, a little bit more scare in the market. It's good. It doesn't mean it will happen now. It doesn't mean it even will happen. The price can simply hold this level. We have a low, higher low on the weekly, and we have another higher low. The price can simply hold this and go much higher. If the sentiment in the market changed, the price can do anything. So for now, still higher low, still holding. That support is holding at 36, 35K. And we can't speak about anything lower. But at the same time, we are in an area which I think is a potential buying opportunity. So all this area for me is a potential buying opportunity. So that's what level we'll be looking at. I'll be looking at where are the good level for the long term to buy. So first level, as I said, this level it was a good buy, because simply what happened after this level, 35, 34, we get a 35% pump. This was a good pump. So we have these channels. I'll be looking at strong, maybe bounce here. Maybe the price goes down, scare everyone, reclaim back that channel and go up, whatever. Or even the price can go down to this channel and then go up. So all scenarios are there. For me, this is a market now for holding spot, buying some spot for long term. If you're not an experienced trader, just add to your portfolio whenever you see the price is good for you. I don't know, 29 is good, 28, 23. If I take the volume, this is important. So let's take the volume from this. If I take the volume from the moment Bitcoin broke the all-time high up to this moment, what's happening on the chart? I'll go down to the daily. So this is the entire volume traded since the break of the all-time high. Why I'm looking at this? Because that was the massive change in the market. When Bitcoin broke the 2018, that's a new phase of Bitcoin. Bitcoin broke the 20K and reached 60. So this was a new phase. And if I look at this entire volume, the point of control, that means the most traded volume, is around this level, 34,500. So this line is the most traded volume, and you see so far Bitcoin is holding this level very nice as support. So it came down, wick through it, back tested the level perfectly and going up. So this is a very strong support to hold. Because if this level was lost on a daily close, if this level was lost, I'll be looking down to this area, which is the value area low. So I'll be looking for this area, value area low. Why this area is important for me? Because first we have this value area low, which is the lowest, highest volume on this entire break of all-time high. Plus we have all this liquidity here. So all these stops here. Sorry, no, let me put it nicely. I have it here. So that's the level. All these lows, stops. So if the price came down back down here, first you have that value area low around 29. Second, this is an area, not a level. So this will be good to see. I don't know what will happen here, but if the price went down, take all this liquidity here. It can even wick lower, but then close in somewhere around 28. That for me is good to see. It flush a lot of the market, and then we're looking for higher. So this is the first major level of support for me, is anywhere between 27,500 up to like 30,500. This is a strong level to hold. So why, as I said, why this level is strong level? This is a value area low. If this entire breakout entire trading range since the all-time high breakout. It is at the same time, it's the low of this channel that Bitcoin was in since, I think it's now, since more than a year. Since a year, a couple of months, Bitcoin is still in this channel. So that's a strong support. And I don't expect this level to just hit and go. I expect to maybe go down, fake it, make everyone scared, back to the level and go up. I would like to see that. That's a strong level of support. So for me, that's the first strong level of support. If, and again, if these levels didn't hold. So for now, these levels are holding. 35K so far is holding. If this level was lost, then I start looking at lower. What about if these levels didn't hold? So what about if the price really come here, fake out, and then again break this? What's the next level I'm looking at? Next level will be around this 21 to 23, mainly 22 to 23, 500, 24. So this zone here, where this happened before. So this is for me is another good zone. Around 22, 24 is another good zone. And I noticed many people will be looking at this all-time high. So many people will be looking at this support resistance flip. Knowing Bitcoin, I would, and this is pure speculation, I would expect if the price reach here, either will bounce before the level or will break through the level. If all people are looking at the same level, I'm not sure the level will hold. It's either will be front run or will be broke, go through it, wick through it, and then close above it. That will be very good to see if the price goes down. So another level of support for me is 22 to 23. Yes, 20K is a big level of support, but as I said, on a personal note, I think the price can either front run the level or go through the level. If the price went through the level, I'll be looking at like 15, 13K to be very, 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 very strong support. Again, I'm not saying this will happen. I'm not being bearish. I personally bought at these levels at the 34 and the 30 and this level here at 35. So I am in spot. I am exposed to Bitcoin here. I'm taking profits on the pull up. So I'm not saying the price will go lower. All I'm saying is we are in the downtrend. We are reaching very important levels on Bitcoin. And I feel that the bottom is close. Close doesn't mean that it will reverse tomorrow. Close, as I said earlier in this video, Bitcoin can consolidate for a year, 2 years before. So on my analysis, Bitcoin is approaching a bottom. It can be this one, which is already there, the 34 can be the bottom and the price maybe wick through it and then go up. That can be the case. That's very one good case. Another, it can be go down to this support and go up. So yes, I'm giving different scenarios, but all of these are support. No one can predict the market. We can react nicely to the market. So we know the level here, the price went down, wick through it, back tested it perfectly. I bought at it, sold a little bit here, and I'm looking what will happen next. If I saw the price came down and lost this, for me, very important 35 level, if this is lost, okay, good, I'll wait for lower. If the price came here and I saw, okay, starting to bounce, then I'll be looking to buy here. Again, we take it level by level. So these are the high time frame support that I'm looking at. Again, this is a strong, important level of support, which is the 30, almost 35. If this broke, I'm looking for lower. If this broke, I'm looking for lower. These are my own level of support. This is not a financial advice. Yes, I don't know what can happen in the world and price can go down. Yes, on a personal level, the more down it is, the bigger the opportunity. As simple as that. What about the local? What's happening on the local? So let's go to see what's happening here. You see a lot of talk about this triangle. So we have a symmetrical triangle, and that's what I was telling you at first. The price dropped here, bounced to 46. Back then, if you see that we're having higher highs, higher lows, and lower highs. So the price is consolidating. If you see, this was a big bump, then smaller. Now the price is consolidating lower and lower. So you expect this to play a little bit more, but sooner or later, the price have to decide. I saw people calling it symmetrical triangle, other people looking at it as an ascending triangle, which means this is, you have the same high, and this triangle is putting higher lows, same high, higher lows, same high. This is more bullish scenario. I personally don't like to call it whatever. I like to call it, I have support at 35, I have resistance at 45, 46. That's it. It's a range, support, resistance. I don't trade the triangle. I would love to trade the triangle if the price went down, I don't know, to 30, and I bought the 30 and then the price go back, yes. But again, this for me is nothing. What I care about is this green box and red box. This is the support, this is the resistance. I know we have a triangle here, and I'll be looking at this triangle. If the price came here, it's already in my resistance zone. If I saw weakness, I may be short. I'm already short from here, no, from 45.80. So if the price came up here, rejected, we're looking for a short. If the price came here and get support on this box, I look for a long. That's it. So what I would like to see, yes, I like to see this triangle play out. I would like to see, really, I would like to see the price go down, bounce, and then break this triangle to my level of interest, bounce from here, and then back into the triangle. Because for me personally, I'll be looking to buy here if I get strength, because my invalidation is easy. So I'm risking 3-4% for potential higher. If I saw strength, if I didn't see strength, then I'll be looking for lower. Again, this is a video not on the low time frame. I get taken away. This is the video for more high time frame. This is what happened locally. So for now, as we said on the high time frame, this level is still holding as a support. If this level is lost, which means the triangle is broke to the downside, we're looking at this level, and then at this level. But again, for high time frame, these are the levels I'm looking at. On the upside, this video is more about buying opportunities on the lower, because I feel the price is getting to a bottom. Like, I feel Bitcoin is putting a bottom soon. Soon it can be in 6 months, 5 months. It doesn't have to be tomorrow. But again, we know how Bitcoin works. So if Bitcoins just love going strong, you see, strong. So whenever the bottom is in here, or even here, whenever this reversal will happen, it will be a strong one. So that's it. That's it all. To summarize, we have this low time frame range. Support is still between 34 to 35. Resistance still between 45 to 46. Even I would say up to 47, 48 is a strong resistance. Swing failure, these highs, it can simply do this, break this channel, triangle, everyone is bullish, go up here, break this, everyone is bullish, and then go down again. This will be another nice play for a short. In general, final summary, we have this range. If this broke to the downside, we're looking at this support around 28ish to 30, 3,500. If this level didn't hold, I'm looking for lower. On the opposite side, if Bitcoin put a low here and reverse, we're looking higher. I will then cover these in separate video. That's it all. I'll be putting more videos on the day trade levels in the coming week. and we'll go back to normal where we have more day trading levels. For now, be patient. Don't get, if you're a high time frame investor, don't get chopped in this. This is a very good, nice range to trade if you're a day trader. If you're a person buying Bitcoin for the future, really just don't get chopped out. Don't look at the 4 hours. Don't even look at the daily. Look at the weekly chart. Look at the weekly chart and just see levels you like. And it's, even if you're not a technical analyst person, you look at this, you'll be like, oh, this is good level to buy because it's support. This is a good level to buy. This is a good level because it's the previous all-time high. So look at them and make your plan. Don't get chopped out in the low time frame. Thank you so much and have a good day.